majority of the melatonin in your body. In fact, there's some new data that indicates that the melatonin in your pineal gland is really only a backup or supplemental to this other system. So if you don't have enough in your cells, then it'll actually take from the pineal. Now, guess what's going to happen if you don't have enough in the pineal? It's going to affect your sleep. Your quality of sleep is going to be crappy. You're going to get inflammation, and you're not going to have the antioxidant protection. And there's a whole list of problems that can occur from that. Not just poor sleep, but chronic inflammation, chronic degenerative diseases, especially of your brain. Do you realize that there's a condition called sundown syndrome, which involves people that have Alzheimer's disease and dementia? So apparently, when the sun goes down, 45% of people with Alzheimer's and dementia, they start getting very agitated. They get extremely fatigued. Why do you think that is? Because they're running out of melatonin. They don't have enough melatonin. Now, at this point, you're probably completely confused because typically melatonin is the hormone of darkness, okay? Because everyone knows that the absence of light stimulates melatonin. However, there's some new information. So if you've checked out, check back in because this next part is very, very, very important. The largest stimulus of this intracellular melatonin is near infrared, aka the sun. Certain wavelengths of the sun will stimulate the melatonin inside the cells, and darkness will stimulate the melatonin within the circulatory system in the pineal gland. In fact, over 50% of the sun's energy is infrared. And this goes way beyond the benefit of getting vitamin D from the sun. You ever notice why when you sit in front of a campfire, you feel so relaxed and you probably sleep a lot better? Because natural fire gives off infrared. Campfires are very therapeutic. Or why you might feel very relaxed if there's candles around the house. Infrared. When you use incandescent lights, okay, those are the lights that have been around since the 1800s, the type of light that's generated from a heating filament versus LED, which uses a completely different technology. Incandescent lights give off infrared. And unfortunately, the entire industry is moving away from incandescent lights. We have moved into the area of artificial lights, LED, blue lights, aka your computer, cell phone. In fact, there is a very interesting study, which I'll put a link down below, that demonstrates children in predominantly artificial light end up having a deficiency of gray matter and having a much more difficult time in learning. This is also why there's so many therapeutic benefits to an infrared sauna. And there's a huge trend in people buying infrared lasers, infrared therapies for pain, inflammation, and sleep. So melatonin is not just a hormone of darkness, but it's also a hormone of sunshine. The other cool thing about the sun is that even if you have a hat on, okay, the grass, the clouds, the dirt strongly reflect infrared waves. So you don't have to be looking into the sun. If you're outside, you're going to get infrared indirectly. Now, I just want to tell you a little side note on that topic. Presently, I'm living on a farm. And the two neighbors that help me a lot on my farm are both in their 60s. Their diet is not just inadequate. Their diets are absolutely terrible, okay? They live on sugar. One chews tobacco. The other one smokes. Now, both of these guys are outside all day long, okay? I don't even think they have computers. I don't even think they have a cell phone. They're just outside working the land all day long. And they rarely seem to get sick. They don't really have any health problems. They're both super strong, but they eat like crap. But they're getting a tremendous amount of antioxidants that is repairing the oxidative stress, that's repairing the free radical damage. And it's just interesting to know what's important and maybe what's less important. And I really didn't emphasize the importance of the sun for your health and simply